Hi everyone, thank you all for joining our Royal Caribbean webinar today. My name is Danielle and I'm the Trade Relations Specialist here at CLIA. Today we are joined by both Renee, Didier, and also by Marissa, Nevil. Marissa has been with the company for about 8.5 years, starting out in the call center and also worked within the wedding department and onboard sales department. For the past 2 years, she has been a regional sales trainer for the Northeast and Southeast region at Royal Caribbean. And then Renee has worn various hats in the cruise industry. She has worked on board cruise ships for 7 years as a sales manager and now leads the Royal Caribbean sales training team. You may have heard both Renee and Marissa on the Royal National Trade webcast each month. Their team designs and manages the new Royal Caribbean University through cruisingpower.org. Everyone, please join me in welcoming both Renee and Marissa.
Well, thank you, Danielle, and Anna, thank you for allowing us to come on. This is such a special opportunity for us to partner with CLIA and spend time with all of our travel partners who are listening today, and also those that are going to listen to the recording. And, you know, co-hosting me today is Marissa. Hi, Marissa.
Hi, Renee. Hi, everyone.
All right, we're going to share some really good what's new at Royal topics with you. And we want you to be very comfortable in the Royal Caribbean product. We want you to understand what is happening today with Royal Caribbean. And you can certainly ask any questions of us, and we're going to be taking those Q&A at the end of this session. So without further ado, let's get started. And first of all, I want to share with you, for those that may be very familiar or maybe not, we have an array of ships, ship classes. And so within all of our ships, looking at the screen right now, you'll see our ships from a smaller capacity of around 2,000 guests, up to our largest ships of the Oasis Class. And you can see that it's been certainly kind of the evolution of Royal Caribbean to have all these various sizes and configurations and different venues. And really what we want to do is always kind of look at our guests and what our guests want on our ships. And so we design our ships with that number one aspect in mind always. So we have small ships for those that really enjoy that kind of ship life. And then we also have the ships that have everything, which is certainly our Freedom Class, and then of course our Oasis Class, which is our mega ship with the 7 neighborhoods. But this is really a kind of an outline, so it's very easy for you to see, you know, our smaller to larger ships. Now, what I want to tell you now is something that's brand new, and I think it's very important for you to know that over the next few years, 4 years to be exact, we are going to talk about, and you're going to hear a lot more about this, Royal Amplified. Very important for you to remember those 2 words, Royal Amplified, because this is really a turn and a turning point for us, but it's also turning up the adventure. And we're going to be focusing on 3 different pillars, if you will, the iconic pool, deck, and attractions, bars and nightlife, and then, of course, our dining experience. This is going to be bigger, bolder, and new ways of us bringing all of this to life on our ships. And we're going to add more attractions like the Perfect Storm and laser tag. We're going to have the Bamboo Room, which is a new bar. And we're going to have Playmakers, which is our new sports bar and arcade. And then, of course, new dining venues. Dining experiences that are going to be like none other, like fish and chips, El Loco Fresh, and hooked seafood. So all of our various venues we're going to be ramping up over the next several years, and this is going to be quite an undertaking. So let's show you, just so you understand the enormity of this new Royal Amplified. We're going to be ramping up 10 ships in the next 4 years. So this just gives you an overview of the ships and what's coming. So this year, the Independence of the Seas and the Mariner of the Seas will be Royal Amplified. And then you can see in 19, 20, and 21, all of these ships will be Royal Amplified as well. Now, again, what does this mean for you? It means that when you start to hear this and you start to see Royal amplified, this is about those individual ships that have all of these new features and amenities on board. So this is just a snapshot and the scope of what we're going to be doing over the next several years. So let's talk about the Oasis class. I just want you to be aware that, this is the granddaddy. This is our mega ships and our signature ships. And so you see that we have the Oasis, Allure, the Harmony, and of course our newest ship coming very, very soon, actually in 2 weeks, the Symphony of the Seas. And her first sailing will be March 31st. And so we're very excited about that. I'm sure that many of you already know that, but this is the fourth of the Oasis class ships. Now, just to give you a little recap, this ship and all of the Oasis class ships have 7 neighborhoods. Many of you probably articulate this already to your clients, but we wanted to recap it just so that you're very aware of all of the different neighborhoods on board. First of all, we have Central Park. We have our Royal Promenade, which is really everything that's happening on board. That's kind of the hub of what's happening. We've got the Boardwalk, Pool and Sports Zone neighborhood, the Vitality Spa and Fitness, Entertainment Place, and our Youth Zone. That is how the Oasis class is broken down. This ship is so large, and there's a lot of people that sail on this ship, but you would never know that, and I'll tell you why. It's because with the neighborhood concept, many people migrate to what they love to do. So what they're going to do is they're going to go and spend a lot of time on the Royal Promenade and all the things that Royal Promenade has to offer. But many people like to be in the entertainment place, or they like to be up on deck, or they're going to go to the spa and fitness. And quite frankly, never do you feel that there's all these people on board this beautiful ship because of the way it's laid out and it's structured. So just to recap on the Oasis class. So let's talk about the Symphony of the Seas. And I want to, just say, Marissa, you get to talk about the most exciting thing that's happening at Royal Caribbean right now.
I know. Yes. So Renee just chatted about our revolutionary Oasis class, and I really want to highlight a little bit more about it. So this is our 4th Oasis class ship. It's almost here. We are so excited to show her off. It's going to debut the end of this month. It'll be over in Barcelona, Spain, and doing 3 to 9 night itineraries in the Mediterranean. On October 28th, we're very much waiting for this date, she's going to begin her journey to her new home port of Miami, Florida. And this will be on a 12-night Barcelona to Florida sailing. So once she gets over here to Miami to start her regular itinerary, she will be rotating between a 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itinerary. So we're very much looking forward to that. On top of that, I also want to showcase the new terminal that's being built in Miami to support our Oasis class ships. This is going to be completed in October of this year, and this is also where Symphony is going to be docking. And this new terminal, it's nicknamed the Crown of Miami. And this is just simply because of its distinct shape. And you can see that here right in the picture. And just a little fun fact that I want to share with everyone and how this structure was created, or what the thought process was behind it. The design brings to mind the points of the symbolic headgear, or the crown. You can see that in both corners of the view. And when viewed from the water. Now, when it's viewed from the east or western approaches, you can see the letter M, which stands for Miami, in the Crown of Miami nickname. And then from the terminal side, you get a sense of the waves rising or the ships passing. So it really is an awesome idea that was brought to life with this new terminal, and we just can't wait to see it when it's completed in October. So let's get into some of the hottest new additions to this ship. So first off, we have here the Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. This is a completely new restaurant concept for the Royal Caribbean brand. Now, this new hotspot, it's going to be located in the Boardwalk neighborhood. And for anyone that has been on one of our Oasis class ships before, this is the area where we normally have the Sabor Mexican restaurant. Now, Playmakers will be located here on Symphony. Don't worry, though, we're still going to have Mexican fare available on board, and you can find this at El Loco Fresh. It's going to be up on deck 15, and it will be complimentary. And then another new restaurant we're adding to the Symphony, we have Hooked seafood. And this is where you can find the freshest seafood. You can get a real taste of some New England favorites, such as Maine lobster. They're going to have oysters, tons of variety of crab claws. So a lot to choose from with this new seafood restaurant. We're also going to have some returning favorites on board, such as Chops Grow, which is our signature steakhouse. We'll have Chef Jamie Oliver's famous food spot, Jamie's Italian. And of course, we'll have Wonderland added to Symphony as well. And of course, I have to bring up the entertainment on Symphony. Why? Well, because it features one of Broadway's biggest hit productions. So it's going to be Hairspray. This is a winner of 8 Tony Awards. And this show is such a feel-good favorite. I'm so thrilled to have this company coming to Symphony of the Seas. Now, in addition to Hairspray, we're also going to feature our in-house production show called Flight. And in my opinion, it's Broadway quality. It's a great show. Now, this performance is going to amaze you in such an inspirational way and really show you the different forms of play and the historic wit of the Wright brothers. And of course, we have our Aqua Theater shows, which is one of my personal favorites on board the Oasis Class ships. And we have a real wow factor show that's going to be on board Symphony. It's called Hero. It's going to feature more of the high-flying acrobats, unexpected stunts as always, and high dives like you've never seen before in any of the other shows within the Oasis Class ships. And last, our ice show. It's going to be called 1977. It's located in Studio B, and it's going to give you kind of a time-traveling adventure with a little bit of mystery. But that's all I'm going to tell you. You have to go on board the Symphony, and you need to see it for yourself to find out any of the secrets of the show. So let's talk about family thrills. They are going to be a high note on Symphony, and there's many reasons why. So there's going to be activities. We have laser tag. There's going to be puzzle break. Some of you may be familiar with that. Those are the new escape rooms, which is very big nowadays. We also have the 10-story slide, which is called our Ultimate Abyss. The big purple slide in the back of the ship in the boardwalk area. And we're not only going to have one, but we will have 2 Flow Rider surf simulators on the ship. And now that brings me to my next wow. Let me introduce you here to the new Ultimate Family Suite. So just looking at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, is this really a room that I can book on board? Well, it absolutely is. This suite is It's 2 levels. It can accommodate up to 8 guests. It will feature an in-suite slide, which you can see here in the picture. It's that orange from the top loft to the bottom section. It will have a 4K Ultra HD TV, air hockey table, a balcony bumper pool table, and also an outside jacuzzi. Now, there's only 1 room like this. That's right. 1 room on board the Symphony. So if you have any clients interested in the suite, you want to make sure you line it up and they book it now. It's a hot, hot room we have on board the ship. Now, with all these amazing features already included in this room, it's insane right now that I'm going to tell you that there are actually even more benefits with this stateroom and other suites that you can receive with our Royal Suite Class program. Some of you may be familiar with it already. Some of you may not. So I'm going to let Renee give a little insight into our Royal Suite Class program.
All right. So the Royal Suite Class, you know, we've had this initiative for some time now, and many of you probably sell our suites. And so the Royal Suite Class is on our Quantum Class ship, so the Anthem of the Seas, and also our Oasis Class. And so this is, again, for those suites that really want the specialties, the fineries. And so we do have this on board. And now, if you need more information, you could always go out to loyaltoyoualways.com. You have all the details there. So let me just break this down, because all of our ships have suites. So I want to make sure that you're very aware of how this works. Now, you'll see on the screen that on the left, the Royal Suite Class is made up of 3 tiers: the Star, the Sky, and the Sea. Now remember, this is on Oasis Class and Quantum Class, excluding our Asia departures. And with the Star Class, you even have your own personal butler. We call it the Royal Genie. But these are all some of the amenities that come with these various tiers. But all the information is out on loyaltoyoualways.com. Now, what about the other ships, the other classes? Well, this is excluding the Oasis and Quantum Class. There's 2 tiers. So this is the Grand Suites and above, and here are the amenities that are affiliated with that. And then we also have for junior suites some certain amenities. So I want you to be very clear that there are two different programs. It's really the Royal Suite program on the left with the 3 tiers, and the Star Class is the highest with the Royal Butler, the Royal Genie, and then for all other ships, we have the traditional suite program. Now with this, again, the traditional suite program, there is no Royal Genie, so I want you to be clear on that. But just so you know that there is something, amenities, features, and these beautiful suites on all of our ships, but also these guests do get certain amenities. All right, let's talk about Royal Amplified. Remember when I said that at the very beginning of this webinar? Well, let's talk about the first ship to be amplified, and that's the Independence of the Sea. So grab a hold of bold, and this is what's happening. So right now, the Independence is going to be sailing over in Europe out of Southampton. However, the ship is going to be over here in the fall. So come November of 2018, she's going to be showing off all her new features. She's also going to be doing 4- and 5-night Western Caribbean itineraries when she comes back over here. She's going to be home ported in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So we're going to be excited to see these new amenities and kind of these first class features on the Freedom class ship, the Independence. So we're very excited, and this is really the modernization program. So again, she's going to debut over in the UK in May with all these new features and come over here in the fall time period. So let's take a look at some of the things that are new that go along with Royal Amplified. First of all, some onboard activities you see here. Okay, Skypad. This is new to Royal. The Skypad is going to be located on deck 13. It's complimentary. Okay, what is it exactly? I needed to know this too. It's a bungee trampoline that will launch our guests and your clients sky high for gravity-defying fun. This is virtual reality though. So if you've never tried virtual reality headset, this is a first. So this is definitely something that you want to talk to your clients about. You're going to hear more and more about Skypad because we're going to continue to put this on various ships. So in addition to that, we're going to have the Perfect Storm. Again, this is where we have these twisting and turning thrills that come down these dual high-speed racing slides. And that's a blast. Well, we have it on the Harmony. We have it on the other ships, a few, but we're going to definitely have it on the Independence of the Seas. Very exciting to have this new feature. Next, we've got Puzzle Break. All right, what is this? Puzzle Breaks is where you go in, you find a team that you want to do this with, and you find these hidden clues. You figure out codes, and you try to rescue a time-traveling scientist in the Puzzle Break. So it's really a fun game, but just something different, and people really want that, and that's what we're giving them on the Independence. Plus, we're going to have those returning favorites. We're going to have the sports court, of course, ice skating, the flow rider. We're going to have Adventure Ocean, mini golf, the outdoor movie screen. So all of those features will remain intact, but we're going to add more, which is all about amplification. All right, let's talk about what's new in the world of culinary on the Independence. Well, we got a new one. It's called Fish and Ships. This is going to be fast, casual restaurant flair. It's going to have prepared seafood. It's going to have kind of a beer and wine menu. But what's great about this is it'll be steps away from the pool. So just like the Windjammer that we have on all of our ships, this is another opportunity to go just right around from the pool, and there you have it. This will be a la carte pricing, but this is new. You're going to hear more about this because we're going to put this on other ships as well. What's next is Playmakers. Now this is new. This is a new dining venue as well, and it's going to include kind of like a sports bar. It'll have like your little mini cheeseburgers. It's going to have your wings, your hot wings, and with different sauces. And so this is brand new, but the main thing about this is it's a new sports bar. Other destinations, we're going to have Sugar Beach on board. We're going to have Izumi. Certainly, we're going to have Chops and Giovanni's and some complimentary dining as well. So again, all this is coming to the Independence. Now, what else is happening? Many of you may know, but in June of this year, the Mariner of the Seas is getting a little bit of a facelift as well. It's going to have some really cool features. She's going to be debuting this June in Florida. Very exciting. So where's she going to be? She's going to be in her new home port, Miami, and this ship is coming over from China. So of course we had to make some changes to the interior of the ship and get ready, because she's going to be doing the short little Bahamas sailings, 3 and 4 night, visiting the Bahamas, of course, Coco Cay and Nassau. So this is going to be starting in the summer. Very excited, because a lot of people like to take short cruises while they go to Miami. A lot of people like to get away for the weekend, so they can take a little 3-day itinerary. So we're really excited about this. Plus our beautiful private island, Coco Cay, is in the itinerary lineup. Now, what is happening on the Mariner? Did I tell you that you'd hear this often? It's the new Skypad. There she is again. So this is that bungee trampoline, free of charge, where guests will go sky high while wearing this virtual reality headset. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, for your clients that like those short sailings, even this ship is going to have all of these new features. It's going to have the laser tag, the perfect storm, flow rider. I mean, that's a great weekend, it sounds like to me, right, Marissa?
Absolutely, you got it. So like Renee said, a lot of these features that are kind of similar to Independence that they are adding. So it's that amplified type of ship and everything that they are going to be adding to it. So we're very excited about it. On top of that, with those activities, we also have the Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. And this, again, is very similar to what the Independence has. But there's also something different that's coming to Mariner. And this is called the Bamboo Room. So this is going to be a laid-back, punched-up Polynesian bar. It's going to feature a lot of creative cocktails and also some of those shareable bites. We also have some returning favorites featured on board, such as Jamie's Italian. We're going to have Chops Grill, Izumi Hibachi, and Sushi, which is one of my favorites. So a lot of good culinary bites and bars and lounges that are coming to Mariner. We're very excited for it. Now, moving over to Royal Caribbean University, it's now in session. I'm sure most of you have already started with these courses, and even some probably have already graduated masters. We've completely revamped this from our previous look and feel. We now feature more shorter micro-burst courses with more engaging videos. There's more images throughout each course. Kind of keep your attention going with it. And we even offer a mobile-friendly version, and you can do these courses on the go right from your phone. So it's very convenient. Now, for completing each section within RCU, there are an array of different rewards to be earned. So we have different rewards for completing bachelor's versus the master's, and you can earn CLIA credit, important, free room on your next Royal Caribbean vacation, and also onboard credit, in addition to many other reward options. Some of them are listed here, but there's a lot more on the site, so you have to check it out. And there is also another way for you to earn extra money, not have to do a thing. Renee, why don't you tell them some updates on our next cruise program that we have?
Right. Well, I'm sure that many of you have leveraged our next cruise program. But I just want to make sure that if you don't know about it or don't understand it or you need more guidance, that's fine. It's all out on loyaltyyoualways.com, but also you can reach out to your strategic account manager and they can go over the program with you. Why? Because it only helps you. And it certainly is beneficial to your clients too while they're on board, because the program is rich. It gives them a lot of kind of, flexibility, I think, because they can go on. Clients can earn up to $600 off or onboard credit towards their next cruise. There's a lot of good nuances to this program, but the best part about this is the bookings that are made on board our ships when your clients are there, you receive the full credit. You earn the commission for the next cruise sail. So we give that to you. So it behooves you immensely to tell your clients, hey, go to the next cruise desk, check it out, look at your next cruise, what you'd like to book, and our onboard team will take care of the rest. And guess what? It comes right back to you. You get an email saying that you've got this booking and you've got the commission. But what's great about it is the program benefits both your client and yourself. So I would encourage all of you to go out to loyaltyyoualways.com, click on the next cruise tab there and learn about this. And if you don't know, that's fine, but you need to get some information from your strategic account manager. Very, very important for you to know the next cruise program. That's a great program for you. And what else? I've been talking a little bit today about loyaltyyoualways.com. Now, I wish I could see your hands being raised here, but how many of you have gone to loyaltyyoualways.com? Well, if you haven't, this should definitely be a bookmark, because this is an unprotected site with all your sales and all your marketing things that you need. And it's really easy access for you. What's there? We've got our deployment. So any ship that's deployed, whether it be this year or next year or into the spring of 2020, the flyers are there for you. What else is there? We've got all of our current offers. So if you don't know what our current offer is for March, it's the 30% off every person, plus we've got kids sale free. So if you don't know where these promotions are, it's all out on loyaltyyoualways.com. Product updates. So what we just talked about today, Royal Amplified, it's all out there. You just click on marketing, there's a little drop down, and there it is. Flyers, posters, banners, emails that you can send. They're customizable. You could just send it right to your clients. So we made it really simple for you to get your hands on a lot of good information, not just you having to do it. We'll do the work. You send it out. It's pretty simple. So all the things with our new perfect day at CocoCay. This was just announced today. What I'd like you to do is go out to royalcaribbean.com. You will see it plastered all over royalcaribbean.com. You will see perfect day at CocoCay. As you know, CocoCay is our private destination, our private island. So now there is a lot coming over the next several months because it's called our perfect day at CocoCay. So promise me you'll go out to royalcaribbean.com, take a look, and also loyaltyyoualways.com, and click on marketing, and you'll see all of the information on this new initiative. It's going to be fantastic. There will be no other island in the world like it. Check it out. Also, what else is there? Make sure that you always look at loyaltyyoualways.com, because it's everything that's current right now, what's going on, and really it's about 5 minutes of your time to be really up to speed on all things Royal Caribbean. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit about your support and your enthusiasm for Royal Caribbean, because quite frankly, it's all about you, and these awards is where we partner. And just last year, we received the Travel Weekly Reader's Choice Award. We've been selected and chosen Best Cruise Line Overall in the Caribbean 15 years running, Best Sales and Service for 10 years straight, and so many categories that you put us in, and we thank you for that. Best Sales and Service, Best Cruise Line in the Caribbean, Best Individual Ship, Harmony of the Seas. So we want to thank you, because really that's what means the most to us, is you and you voting for us, and thank you all for your partnership. We are so grateful for you. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to turn it over and bring it back to Anna and Danielle, and let's take some questions from the audience. That's the most fun part.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Renee and Marissa. That was an awesome presentation. We do have a couple of questions. So the first question is from John Rose, and he'd like to know, when the new terminal in Miami is complete, will Royal Caribbean still have a presence in Port Everglades?
Will we still have the presence? Absolutely. You know,
Yep.
Everglades is very important to us. We're not going to deviate from that. We still will operate and have some of our ships out of Fort Lauderdale. You know, people really love to fly into Fort Lauderdale, but it's only a 45-minute jaunt down to the Miami port, but we're going to leverage and utilize both. So we'll not go away from Port Everglades, no.
Awesome. Okay, so the next question is for, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, it is Alcoholic Jenkins, and he wanted to know is how many ultimate family suites are on each ship?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that one. Marissa, take that one away.
Yeah, so I said it's going to be a hot stateroom. You definitely need to book your clients on it as soon as you see that they have interest in it. There is only one stateroom on the Symphony of the Seas. It's room number 1733. It's only the Symphony of the Seas, though, so we don't have this room as of yet, but we don't have this room on any other Oasis Class ship except for the Symphony of the Seas. And again, there's only one stateroom. It's stateroom number 1733.
Awesome. Yeah, that room looked amazing. I have a nephew and a niece that I'm sure would not even want to leave the room if that is what it looks like. The next question is from Lina Land, and she wants to know, are fish and chips and playmakers complimentary dining?
That is a great question, and let's see, let me just jot back here. Marissa, do you have that off the top of your head?
Well, I know as playmakers is going to be a la carte. So there will be an additional charge for food if you do choose to purchase that there. Same thing with drinks. For the other place, let me see if I have here. It's also fish and chips is also a la carte. So they both will be a la carte pricing.
That's right.
Awesome. Thank you. This next question is from Quintel Henry, and he wanted to know, is there any opportunity to do ship inspections for any of these new ships?
Oh boy, I like you. I tell you, that's a great question. That's a great question. We do ship tours pretty much every weekend, but the ship tours are conducted through our strategic account managers. And so I would probably encourage you to reach out to your account manager for Royal Caribbean, and they have a lineup of when they're going to do tours, and they take travel partners every weekend. So there might be some on the Allure, there might be some on the Harmony, and so definitely there's opportunities, not only in Florida, but we also have them out of Cape Liberty. And the Anthem, we give ship tours there. And so it's not just there. And then, of course, the Liberty is out of Galveston. We give ship tours there. So there's always an opportunity to see our ships, definitely.
Awesome. That's great information. This next question is from Lisa Tepes. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And she is wondering, will you be adding a higher level of education after the Master of Adventure certification, i.e. PhD or graduate level?
That's a great question. You know, this RCU is really in its infancy stages. And as you know, it launched July 21st of last year. And so we have had a tremendous outpouring of positive remarks regarding the site, and we're so happy about that. Right now, as we get into more, we are going to design new courses that are coming throughout the year. We already have a strategy plan for that. You'll be seeing more on our perfect day at Coco Cay. You'll be seeing more on Espresso. You'll be seeing more about groups. You'll be seeing more about the Symphony. So we will design new courses along the way, and then I would suspect that we will look at, in the future, what is next, what's the next level, and where we go from here, because it is not going to be static. It will be a dynamic tool to continue to use, and also we'll always make sure that everything is updated so that new activities, amenities, any new features, any new programs will always be on RCU. But it's a great question on the levels. That is something that is a possibility in the future, and we'll always look at that for our kind of next evolution of Royal Caribbean University.
Awesome. Okay, great. So the next question is from Kevin McKenna, and he is wondering, when he is planning and it's not booked, is there a way to quote beverage packages?
Let me think. Marissa, we do have that, the beverage packages. It's all out online, I believe. Marissa, can you expand on that?
Correct. So we actually have information on our beverage packages on loyaltooasis.com. It's under the news section, and it's labeled beverages. They do have information regarding each package. We have 4 different packages. The starting rate for the deluxe package, which is inclusion of everything, that starts at $57 per day. There is gratuity then that's on top of that. So that can give you a basis of what it will be before you book your clients and then go through the pre-cruise planner to add that onto their actual reservation.
Awesome. Okay, well, it looks like this is one of the last questions. Just a last call. If you have any questions, please put them in the questions module. So this next one is from Rhonda Barton, and I'm guessing it depends, but she is wondering, what is the maximum number of guests that can be put together in one room?
Oh, gosh.
Our largest room that we have is the Villa Suite, and it holds a total of 14 people, and that's on our Oasis Class ship. So that's our actual largest room. Other than that, I mean, you can always do connecting staterooms. If you get 2 connecting quads, you can put 4 in each, so you can have a total of 8 with a door in between each of those rooms for a connector. But as for suite-wise, the largest room we have on board our ship holds 14 people. Previously, it was called the Presidential Suite. With the new recategorization, it's now called the Villa Suite 4-bedroom.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I think that wraps this up. I want to thank Marissa and Renee for joining us today for such a great presentation. We are going to be the presentation has been recorded, so that will be uploaded on Cruise TV. You can find that on our website at cruising.org/cruise-tv. And Marissa and Renee, any last words?
We just want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your partnership. And we look forward to this 2018 series. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot to share.
Yes, and thank you so much,
yes,
Anna. Thank
definitely.
you, Danielle. And thank you, everyone, for having us on. We appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Thank you, everyone. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye now.